could be for a week or two, just so that we can get a better regime for them.
That must be reassuring, because some people think once they go into a hospice they won't come out again.
It's about managing different symptoms that other illnesses might involve.
Just because they've come into us doesn't necessarily that's it, that they've got to give up. We really support them and what matters to them.
You tell us what you want. If you've got pain and you want pain relief, you tell us.
And that hospice care, does that end when the patient dies? Hello and welcome to the Life and Loss podcast, where we seek to normalise conversations about illness and grief, helping individuals feel less isolated and alone. Today I'm joined by two nurses from Forest Holme Hospice, Louise and Rose. Between them they have years of experience providing compassionate end-of-life care, supporting patients and their families through the most difficult time of their lives. Hospice care is often misunderstood, and there are so many myths out there that can make people feel fearful or hesitant about accessing the right support. So today we're tackling those misconceptions head on. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. So if it's okay with you both, I just want to start by sharing some common myths that I've heard from relatives and families, and if you could just explain whether those things are true or the truth behind it. So the first one, Louise, for you is that hospice care is just for those last days of life.
Absolutely not. People often think that, absolutely, but actually we have a lot of patients that come into us for just symptom control, whether it just be for pain or nausea, which are some of the common ones that they come in for, and it's often could be for a week or two, just so that we can get a better regime for them, and then often discharged home.
Yeah. And that must be reassuring, because some people think once they go into a hospice they won't come out again. So to know that it can be for symptom management must be a relief to hear for some people. And for you then, Rose, another misconception I often hear is that hospice care is just for cancer patients.
No, definitely not. We see a variety of different illnesses come through our doors, and like Louise has just said, it's about managing different symptoms that other illnesses might involve. We've had motor neurone disease, other muscle atrophy diseases as well. It's not always just cancer. There's lots of avenues that might bring you into the hospice, and we're just there to aid those symptoms and try and make it as easy for you as possible.
And another one back for you then, Louise, is that hospice care means giving up hope. There's nothing more that can be done, and all hope is lost.
No. For hope, it is individual. Often people do come in and they think that is it, that they've come in, and that is where the communication from us as staff, that we provide that support to them and often give them back that hope, and often just be there for them and show them that actually just because they've come into us doesn't necessarily that's it, that they've got to give up. We really support them and what matters to them.
And I suppose the ethos of hospice care is living well for however long you've got left, and getting quality of life, so that hope might be reframed, and it might be a hope that you can still enjoy special memories with your family or with your friends, or do things that are on your bucket list if you're able to.
Yeah, and we do that quite often. We have, if Christmas is important, we can bring Christmas. We can have Christmas in August, that's absolutely fine. If they've got a big birthday coming up, we can bring it forward. If getting married is a big thing, we can support that as well.
Yeah, that's lovely. Another quite a big fear is that hospice care can speed up death or hasten death, and that by accessing hospice care, it means you might die sooner than you would without that support. So what would you say to that, Rose?
Again, definitely not. You, like we have discussed, you could come to us for just your symptom control. I wouldn't say that it hastens your death in any way, shape or form. We're just there to help aid your life and get you living your best life at that time. And the time scale, it will vary for everyone.
And I think we've learnt from talking to some of the consultants at Forest Holme as well, that if you actually got that good palliative care in place, it can actually extend your life in those final stages as well.
Yes.
I hope that you're finding this episode useful. Perhaps you have a question that you'd like to ask. You can do this by commenting below. Your input shapes the conversations we have and the topics that we explore, so don't hesitate to reach out and let us know what you'd like to hear more of. So another misconception is that hospice care is just provided in a building or in an inpatient unit, but what other options are there for families?
Absolutely. So a lot of people, when they're in their last stages of life, they want their care at home. And actually at Forest Home, we're really, really lucky that we've got a great community team that can provide that support. And also we're going to be just starting, hopefully soon, Hospice at Home, which is being implemented over within Christchurch unit, which again can support those patients at home and if that is where they want to be.
And that seems to be the trend, doesn't it? People want to be at home, to be cared for, if possible, surrounded by what's familiar to them. So you can have that care on the ward, you can have it at home. And there's also hospice care available in hospitals as well, isn't there?
Absolutely.
By visiting hospital palliative care nurses.
Yeah.
So wherever is important to that patient.
Absolutely.
Another myth then for you, Rose, is that hospice, when you enter hospice care, you lose control over your care, and that is then dictated by your care team.
Definitely not. You are your own boss. You tell us what you want. If you've got pain and you want pain relief, you tell us. If you want your wash at a certain time, if you want your hair washed another set day, or if you just prefer things in a different order, we will honour what you want. If you've got your own favourite food, we can serve you that, that's fine. You are your boss. We're just there to help you.
It's the holistic approach.
Yeah.
It's definitely what matters in that holistic approach. And sometimes pain, like medication, we've had quite a few people that actually don't want medication. They want to go more of the holistic and meditation and things like that. Absolutely, we will definitely enable that.
So it seems as though hospice care is about the individual preferences, and you've got that control over your choice that you make right up until your final moments. Another concern is that hospices are depressing places, really sad places to be. Do you have anything to say about that?
It is, working in a hospice, it can have the moments of sadness. However, once you come through those doors and you actually see the environment, it isn't as bad. We're a bit of a crazy bunch. We do like to sing, and you will hear us laughing, and we'll often have those laughing moments with the patients as well. And we don't want it to be a depressing place. We want to make those last final moments very much as best as they can be.
Yeah. And that hospice care, does that end when the patient dies? No. We're there if you have someone that passes with us and in a few months' time you're finding that you're really struggling, just come back to us. We will give you information to refer you on to get some counselling or just some reflexology or something. We are there always. We're 24/7.
Once you're through those doors, you're stuck with us. And even for the likes of yourselves, we often say that those charity things, because a lot of times the family members want to give back to us, and that's signposting them to you guys in the charity that they can get involved.
Yeah, but we're always there, always.
And just one final question for you both then. So what, in your eyes, is hospice care about?
That individual, like I said, the holistic approach and what matters to them and what matters to their loved ones. It's just being there to support them to have that last moments in that last stage of life to be fulfilled as much as they want.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about the patient and the family. We are just there to help in any way that we can that they might not be able to facilitate themselves. We're just an extra cog in that big wheel.
Yeah, and it's the communication. Getting them to tell us what's important, and as much as we can support them.
Thank you both so much, and thank you for listening to the Life and Loss podcast. If you'd like more information on our work, you can visit our website, which is foresthomehospice.org.uk. Thank you. Please remember to like, comment and share this episode to help us reach more people. At Forest Holme Hospice Charity, we offer this podcast and many other resources to support people through life's most difficult times. If our work has made a difference to you, Please consider making a donation by visiting the link in the description. Thank you.